Feel Oh, well guys, so I'm back out camping now. As you can see, I'm at a place called Gootchie Creek. So you would have heard of it before. If you go back to my video, first camping trip for the year after the summer break, this is where we came. This is the location where we dodged a bullet. The day before we arrived here, it was 35 degrees of high humidity. The following day, it was around about a top of 22 or 24 degrees. We dodged a bullet there. Now, it's a bit of an overcast day. We've had a fair bit of rain. It's not as wet here as it was last time. Hence, I've been able to snatch this awesome little camping spot here. As you can see, we've got the Gootchie Creek just over here. There's a few lilies in there, so how awesome. So I'm going to be able to sit down and enjoy that view when I cook the meal later. Now, I've done a video setting this up. It wasn't the perfect setup. It's basically only the second time. I did one mistake. I forgot to unlatch those latches on the rooftop tent before I dropped down that top awning cover. So you can see I've got the full setup now. Now, it's not always I'm going to use this as it is, but I thought it's new. I'll do a quick video. I'll pretty much most of the time, particularly if it's really sunny and it looks like there's rain around, I will always set up my roof. As you know, the roof can be set up separately, as well as the Bundusuite. Excuse me. It can also be set up separately. So without the roof and without the rooftop tent set up, I can still set that up. So I'm going to leave it set up for tonight so I can get some videos as we're doing right now, and also so I can get to some photos. And I just want to give it a go. Just want to try it out, you know. Something new, guys. Put it to use. How often I use this? Basically, I'll use it if I need some privacy, like to change and there's a lot of people around. Also, I'll use it as my shower tent now, so I don't have to bring a separate ensuite that takes up room in the vehicle. And also I can use it as the toilet. I can put a toilet in there. As you know, measures approximately 2.1 by 1.2 meters, and it sets up with hydraulics. Now, you would have seen some of the videos that I've posted prior to this yesterday when I was installing it, and Eddie, the Bundutec basically rep for Southeast Queensland retailer down at Eddie's Autos and Marine, explained briefly how it's all set up. I'm going to have to re-watch that video again after this attempt. So it's only the second time I've set it up. Gootchie Creek, just north of Tyro in Queensland. Only a few k's off the highway. I can just barely hear the highway out that direction. Something like a 700 acre cattle property. And it's $15 per night. I don't know, I'm solo here. I don't know if that includes two people or not, whether it's $15 per person or $15 for two, I don't know. They do have showers and toilets, but they're quite a walk away, so hopefully I won't have to do a number two. If I do, then I'll just have to walk up there. It's up the hill a bit. Now, excellent facilities, the showers and toilets, hot showers, and the showers are a little bit small, not a lot of room there, particularly for me, like that. Toilets, flushing toilets, proper flushing toilets, lights, everything, etc. Unfortunately, they had to put it a fair distance away from the camp, because when it floods here, the water reaches are right up to where the toilet is. And if you have a look here, guys, it'd have to be at least 300-400 meters away. So that's how much water they've had. Now, we've recently had another flood not so long ago, but at least it's dried up a lot more. If there was forecast a lot of rain, big storm coming, I would have moved well and truly further up. I'm going to go sit down, grab a cold drink and have a bit of a rest. A bit of a long drive from Gold Coast to here, so hey, let me go enjoy this. Addition to my Bundutec Bundutop rooftop tent. It's awesome, I love it. It's going to be a lot of use, guys. It's going to get a lot of use. It's also got a huge benefit. The roof of it's actually a silvery reflective finish on it. And I noticed, if you watched the videos that I filmed yesterday, I probably would have posted them a few good days back, where I was at Eddie's Auto Marine, you would have noticed that I mentioned that it was cool inside because that reflective and because of the thicker canvas, particularly on the top. Now, the canvas on the bottom part, the Bundusuite, is not as heavy duty as the canvas that's on that roof part and the canvas on the Bundutop rooftop tent. So the reason for that, guys, is to keep the weight down, and it's a good idea, because for me it's very important, for most people, well, for everyone it should be important to keep the weight down, because they've managed to build that ensuite at 2.1 meters by 1.2 meters and kept it around the 7 kilo mark, or just under. That's quite impressive for that unit. And part how they done that is by using a much lighter weight canvas, because they figured that, in fact, I believe Eddie had a lot to do with the design of this. I believe, if you're watching this, Eddie, if you could please confirm that. I believe he's had a lot to do with the design in trying to keep the weight down, because how it works is I figured that the Bundusuite is going to be something that's not going to be used or out in the weather as much as what your Bundutop is, as much as what this awning is, as much as what the roof section on that is. So for that reason they figured, well, why we don't really need to have such a big heavy duty, heavy canvas on that section. So because it's not going to be used as much as, for example, as I mentioned before, I'll only use it when I need a private area to change or when I need a shower and toilet. And basically that'll be the same with probably most of you, probably all of you guys who owns this setup with the Bundusuite will high probability will use it that way. Now, particularly up here in this harsh UV climate in Queensland. Now, if you live somewhere where there's no UV, issues or anything like that, or places where you hardly ever see the sun, like I believe UK, or even way down south, Melbourne, Tasmania, hey, you didn't need to worry any about that. You could set that up and leave it out all the time. So that wouldn't be a concern for you. Excuse me, guys, just going to get a drink. That's nice. Boy, it's so peaceful here, even though we're reasonably close. I mean, I can hear the highway, but it's still nice and quiet. You can just hear the birds in the background. Now, it's fairly warm, humid at the moment, and you watched me set that up, although I did a few errors. I know now not to do those errors, but even though you saw how quick that was to set up. Now, most of the time I won't set everything up, so you could almost half that time. So it's very quick, and guys, it's quicker than a caravan. I've always been saying that. I reckon my setup is quicker than a caravan. This morning, yesterday afternoon, a hybrid camp caravan rocked up beside me, and it took them about 45 minutes to set up. The guy, I mean, he set up by himself. In hindsight, and it was actually Australian, built from down in Melbourne. I was talking to him a bit this morning. Sorry guys, I can't remember what the brand name is now, but it took him a while because he's got on the ends, he's got the extension bed parts at the end, so he's basically like a builder. He's got these walls that fold out, a roof that goes over the top, all metal and etc. One's a queen beds, one's a double bed, because it's himself, his missus and 2 kids. And it's around about a 15-footer, but it doesn't have the pop top on it, so it's full height. And he's got the kitchen all on the outside and the fridge on the outside as well, as a lot of them do, because he says he doesn't cook inside, so he saves that space by that. Got the shower and toilet inside, and your tables etc and all that, and the TV and all that. So yeah, really nice. He paid about $78,000. In fact, the guy's talking, he was really lucky. He basically walked in, bought it and drove out, so he didn't have to wait at all. It was built for a show, to go to the shows, and what happened, the shows were cancelled, and the day before they brought it back to the company, the factory where it's being made, and he just so happened to have been the next person to walk in early the next day. His wife seen it and she liked it, so they purchased it, and it cost them $78,000. So this is a hybrid, like probably 15-foot hybrid, and it was Australian made, just standard, and it was $78,000, guys. That's a lot of money. And it still took 45 minutes to set up. You just get a drink. Now, it was an awesome caravan. It was really nice, and for him it's fine, because he was a relatively young guy, just young kids, they size, so it was a little effort for him really. He just took his time, and like he told me this morning, I know there's a bit of effort that's setting it up, but I like that it's got a queen size bed and a double bed for the 2 kids to sleep on, and he says it just allows me all this room on the inside. That's what he liked. He really loved that when he saw it. So yeah, it's awesome. Oh, there's this nice breeze just coming directly from behind you. I wish you could feel that breeze, guys. It's so awesome. Probably get the induction cooktop by. I might actually use the air fryer tonight. I've got some really nice sausage rolls in there. I stopped at a BP and ate McDonald's on the way here only about an hour or so ago, and I'm still pretty full. It's the first time I've been to McDonald's this year, actually. I think it's been close to a year since I've been to McDonald's. So That's the setup here. I did put 4 pegs out. He advised me that if there's any wind around, you put 4 pegs out, but there's no breeze. But seeing I'm going to leave this setup overnight as is, I'll put the pegs out, and otherwise you generally won't need the peg, because on the base, along the sleeve here, they got these heavier rods to keep it set up, and it's quite unique how it works. I'll have to show you a close-up of it when I go home. But this section here actually bends over here. It's got like a pivot point to assist when you pack it up. And when you pack it up, all you got to do is kick that, and that bends back out. Over here, it's got the hydraulics as well. But we're going to show you close-up videos of that. So guys, I'm still thirsty. I'm going to sit down, have a bit of drink, relax in my chair by the creek there, listen to the birds and the peace and quiet, and enjoy my overnight camp here before I head back home tomorrow and start editing these videos for you. I'm looking forward to that. So till then guys, please, if you haven't subscribed, please help subscribe. Helps my channel enormously. It won't cost you anything to subscribe guys, absolutely zilch. But what it does, it helps my channel enormously. So, and the thing is, the more subscribers, the more support I can get, the more products I'll be able to gain access, such as this, because I'm going to have a thorough review of this. We're going to go over the whole nooks and cranny, I don't know what's the word, nooks and cranny. You go over the whole lot. By the way, it's got a window here, and it does have a cover that closes there, which I think is held by Velcro at the top, so it's open at the moment, and it's fly screen. It's fully concealed, okay? It's even got the back wall there that you would have seen when I did the video where Eddie explained how to set it up. So guys, till next time, I'm going to get back home, edit these videos. It's probably going to give you 3 or 4 videos here, and when I get back home after I've edited those videos, I'm going to film another one closer up, showing the details, the mechanism, exactly how it works, and exactly how they've managed to keep the weight down. So guys, till then, look after yourself, be kind to everyone, go out camping, have fun, and cheers till next time, mate.